Every morning is a symbol of rebirth of our lives. So forget all yesterday's bad moments and make today beautiful. Good morning everyone, this is Bell and we are back with today's Science Whizz to talk. Science Whizz. So first of all, let's play a guessing game first. So let's guess the animal. So here are some clues. I stand and sleep upside down. I can fly. My collective noun is a cloud, a colony, or a flock. And the last clue is I have different faces depending on my species. So I'd like to think for a while. You got it right. It's the Whizz bats or the Blockbuster bats. Were you afraid of the dog when you were little? You're probably not scared of the dog anymore, but you will still get scared about the things that we can't see, am I right? Bats are often associated with Halloween, where everyone is scared of. But it's not as scary as we think. Let's explore into the world of Blockbuster bats. So where can we find bats? Bats can be found in almost all parts of the world and in most regions of the United States. In general, bats seek out a variety of daytime retreats, such as caves, rock crevices, old buildings, bridges, mines, and even trees. Do bats live in Antarctica? No, they don't. Bats live almost everywhere except for some islands, and the Arctic and Antarctica. They prefer warmer areas that are closer to the equator. Let me introduce to you the weird but wonderful world of Blockbuster bats. There are over 1,400 species of bats in the world. Most of them live in Indonesia. Their faces are being designed to help us to differentiate their species. First of all, we have the Western Mastiff bat. It lives in the southwest United States and Mexico. Surprisingly, it is the largest bat in North America. Next, we have the wrinkle-faced bat, which is now also known as the old man bat. It lives in Central America and has a short face. Despite its short face, it has really strong teeth. As you can look at its face, it looks really wrinkled and it's quite similar to an old man, right? Next of all, we also have the Whizz bat. It is extremely rare and it lives in South America. The visor on its face is thought to attract mates. As you can see, normally visors are like coverings to block the sun from our face when we are exercising or when we are doing gardening. But as you can see over here, this bat has that. But it's not on the head, on the forehead, it is on its nose. Other than that, we have the greater horseshoe bat. It is found in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. It has a unique nose leaf that folds both up and down, which is being used to enhance echolocation. Then we have the Chapin's bat. It lives in Africa and it has a mohawk, which is the spiky thing on the top that helps wrap its scent into the air, and this helps it to attract mates. Not only that, we have the Griffin's leaf-nosed bat. It is found only in Vietnam. Amazingly, it uses its nose instead of its mouth to make sounds for echolocation. Lastly, we have the Eastern tube-nosed bat. It lives in Australia. Now let's take a look at its peculiar face. It has two monster-like horns and a yellow nose. Aside from its unusual face, it's a lot like bats and it likes to eat figs. Now let me introduce to you what are the habitats of bats. Other than caves, trees, and old buildings, we have roosts. And what is roost? It is like a place for bats to settle in for a rest. Farmers like to build roosts because the bats help them to reduce the amount of bugs harming the crops. They also feed on aphids, beetles, moths, spiders, and mosquitoes too. Did you know that different species require different roost sites? Bats have some wondrous features that benefit themselves. Like you and me, bats are mammals, which means they are warm-blooded. They have furs, they give milk to their young. Or shockingly, bats are the only mammals which can fly. Vampire bats can smell the heat, but they're not like smelling the heat. They have like heat sensors on their nose, which helps them to sense where warm blood flows. Unlike most other bats, vampire bats can fly, crawl, and hop. Most bats eat lots of insects. Did you know that a bat can guzzle between 601 and 10,000 in an hour? Bats can catch their prey in mid-flight and at night. In order to locate their prey, they will use echolocation, where the bat starts to make loud shouting sounds which are inaudible for most humans to hear, which means they're very high-pitched. Bats can tell how far away something is by how long it takes the sounds to reach them. Here are some fascinating facts about bats. Bats can live for more than 30 years and can fly at speeds of 60 mph or even more. That's as fast as a cheetah. Bats can find their food in total darkness. Bats can eat up to 1,200 mosquitoes in an hour, and some bats hibernate in caves through the cold winter months. Baby bats are also known as pups. However, bats are becoming extinct. Nowadays, humans cut down trees where bats live in. Sometimes people kill bats once they find them instead of just removing them. When bats disappear, then we will have fewer choices for us to eat. So, what can we do to help them? We can join some awareness campaigns. We can also make our school or backyard a safe place for bats to live and eat. We can also put a bat house to reduce the number of insects living in our house. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions? You may refer my pre-prepared video for recap and subscribe to my channel for support. Have a great day! Okay, so let me explain. So how does echolocation work? So it's basically like high-pitched sounds that I explained earlier, and it's actually quite high-pitched, and there's even a video on how it works. So now let me show you. Wait a second. As you can see over here, those are the moths. Sorry for this now. Those are the moths, and this is the bat. As you keep on watching the bat and how it captures the moth. So the high pitched noise is that's that. Now it's grabbing, and it can grab up for like. It can grab lots of insects in within just 1 hour, which is earlier what I said. It can guzzle up between 600 and 1,200 mosquitoes, and there are also more. These like mosquitoes, moths, and basically those that I explained earlier. And
And it's also really loud. This is like the maximum volume really. So if I put it like medium, it's still quite loud. So yeah. It helps them to locate where they are. And that's all. I hope you had a good day, and I hope that I teach you guys something. Thank you. Bye.